In a big development in Karnataka, the High Court has dismissed the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's plea challenging the governor's approval for prosecution against him in the Muda case. The High Court verdict means that the prosecution proceedings against the Chief Minister in the alleged Muda scam will continue. The High Court has said that the governor is a competent authority in such decisions and the facts in this case should be investigated. The court has also said that the order was not in haste and it was not a case of a lack of application of mind by the governor. Now, in his first reaction after the verdict, the CM has called it a political conspiracy against him and is planning to move the apex court for challenging this order.
In the entire country, wherever a government of opposition party is there in power, they try to dislodge such governments, and they have succeeded in sending some chief ministers to prison. I am not afraid of the conspiracy hatched out by both BJP and JDS, because people of Karnataka are with our party, are with me, and also with our government. So BJP is always against social justice and programs of the poor people of the society. Now also they are opposing all 5 guarantees.
Now, Siddaramaiah had moved High Court challenging the governor's approval for sanction, and the Chief Minister's counsels argued in court that the governor went against the cabinet's advice. They have argued that the governor cannot act as per his discretion and said that the governor showed unusual urgency in granting sanction as Chief Minister. As per the Chief Minister's counsel, the governor took nearly 3 years to reject a similar sanction sought against former BJP Minister Shashikala Jolle. After the verdict, top leaders of the Congress met at the Chief Minister's residence to decide the next course of action. BJP and Congress have said that they're going to be holding protests, and counter-protests, in fact, have even been held today. And while the BJP protested, demanding the CM's resignation on moral grounds, Congress slammed the BJP for alleged political conspiracy.
Bharatiya Janata Party demands that this Chief Minister Siddaramaiah Ji immediately tender his resignation, make way for a free and independent investigation into these allegations of corruption, the shameful corruption.
There is no setback to the Chief Minister. It is a big conspiracy on all our leaders, including me, which we have faced earlier. Didn't I come clean?
So what's
we respect the legality of this country. Injustice will not be flown from the seat of justice, I've said.
Times Now has accessed the High Court order copy that states that there is no fault in the action of the governor to pass the order. It says that the governor can take independent decisions in exceptional circumstances, and this case is an exception. The order also reads that if it was a common man, he wouldn't fight shy of facing a probe, and hence, in the court's opinion, the Chief Minister should not fight shy of any probe. The court has also mentioned that there's lurking suspicion that the beneficiary of the 56 crores is the family of the Chief Minister, and hence an investigation becomes necessary. Let's quickly take this across to our reporters joining us. We have Neha joining us at the moment. We also have with us Deepak. Let me come to you first, Neha. Now, this is, of course, going to be a long-drawn political controversy. We've already seen a number of protests on it today and, of course, in preceding weeks. But from here on, are we going to look at a protracted legal battle? Because the Chief Minister, at the end of the day, is going to appeal this in the Supreme Court. So it is being seen as some kind of a setback, despite the comments that he made at the press conference earlier today.
Well, absolutely, of course, Madhav, the legality of this entire case is one thing, but the fact that, this has to do with an extremely heavy political weighted person here, a heavyweight there, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Of course, this is going to have a lot of political implications, understandably so, even as, of course, this has come as a slight setback to him here. You have the Chief Minister there going on to suggest that this is nothing but a political conspiracy that's been launched against him by the BJP as well as the JDS. Now, Now, he further, of course, suggests that he's either going to be approaching possibly a divisional bench of the Karnataka High Court or maybe a bench of the Supreme Court now, but the fact that he's going to fight this out legally. We heard from several cabinet ministers of the Chief Minister there going on to further this, and say that this is nothing but a political conspiracy, and all of this comes even as you have the opposition over here in the state of Karnataka, the prime opposition rather, the BJP, that's going on to demand the resignation of the Chief Minister.
Right.
We've heard from Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy also, who wasn't in Bengaluru today, suggesting...
Let me quickly get in a word
that,
from Deepak also on this. Deepak, the fact is that this is going to lead to a huge controversy in the sense that now there will be a probe. That much is certain from what the court has said. Of course, all eyes on what the Supreme Court does, but certainly if there is a probe, there's always the possibility of the Chief Minister coming under the scanner.
Absolutely, Madhav, and two things become very important to note here. One is the problem that they will face from the primary opposition, the BJP, along with the JDS, because up until now, we've already seen Padayatras taken out to Mysuru. We have seen everyday protests in the last couple of months. Today itself, after the order, at least in about a dozen districts, there have been BJP protests that have been held, including the headquarters of Bengaluru. So the pressure is going to be massive as far as the BJP is concerned in this case. On the other, in the last few weeks, we've had Congress leaders who've been writing to Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi, talking about how ministers here, without the Chief Minister's position being vacant, are looking at, throwing their, hat in the ring. So at this point in time, how will they really quell these internal voices within the Congress? While, of course, the High Court has already said that the probe can begin. Now, with the probe, of course, being conducted by the state police reporting to the Chief Minister, is it a comfortable, cozy situation for Siddaramaiah here is the question.
Many questions, as you rightly put it there, Deepak and Neha. I'd like to thank both of you for joining us and giving us all those updates right through the day today on this massive story that has, of course, huge political implications. Let's now quickly take this across to our guest. Joining us with us is Tom Varakan, spokesperson of the BJP. With us also at the same time is TJ Abraham, who's a complainant in the case. T.R. Prasad Gowda, leader of the Congress, is also with us. And we have with us Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst. Let me start first and foremost with, Syed Asad Abbas. Syed Abbas, the Chief Minister coming out to say that there was so-and-so section 17, there was section 19, some of the sections not being accepted by the court. All of this at the end of the day, many would say is just an argument, because if he is going to appeal against this order in the Supreme Court, it is a setback that the CM has received from the High Court today.
Absolutely not, Madhav Sahab. As a matter of fact, I would say he will certainly move the Supreme Court in the matter of the same. And as a matter of fact, we need to understand, Madhav Sahab, that the Bharatiya Janata Party today is scared of a Siddaramaiah. Why so? 40 years he's been in the politics and not a single blot on his career. This is an honest, innocent man who has always worked for the backward classes of here, the people of Karnataka. Also, if you look at what he's done for the people here, be it the SCs, be it the STs, the Dalits, the minorities, the Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, everybody coming together are wanting Chief Minister Siddaramaiah to continue. This man has been a very tall leader of Karnataka. And not just that, one quick question to Tom Varakan Saab. Sir, your Union Minister, Heavy Industries and Steel Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy also is a beneficiary in the Muda, but governor does not take action against him. Not just that, G.T. Devegowda of JDS has been given allotted 3.25 acres. So no action there. Not just that, S.R. Mahesh, BJP MLC, Vishwanath is also under the beneficiaries of Muda. Why no action from the governor?
Well, two wrongs don't make a right. But since it's a pointed question to the BJP, Tom Varakan, would you like to respond to them?
Madhav, very strange question coming from the participant, Mr. Abbas. I respect him for that. If there was a problem, why didn't they file an FIR and take it to the court? The governor, I accept, has not seen it, or has not, in his wisdom, he thought that this is not an appropriate case to act on the same platform. Now, this action comes under normally the governor operates on Article 163. And that is taking advice from the cabinet. Now, the point here is under Section 17A of the Act, this is against corruption, and this is an exceptional situation. Now, look at the facts of the case. July 4th, Siddaramaiah sought compensation of ₹60 lakhs was for the land usurped. Okay. Now, Siddaramaiah is an honorable man, honest man. Tell me something. This whole issue is a family affair. I consider Siddaramaiah as a character from Charles Dickens, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde. He has played his game enough. Now it is time for the nemesis to catch up. Abbas, let's not do a cover-up operation. He's been clever by the half. And you know, this love and affection that you talk about, the people, he has, created a situation with his freebies. He has created a situation where the state has gone bankrupt. There's no money for development. While his family was having property, Parvati Ji has gained a lot in terms of property. And you claim he's a very honest man, there's nothing. You only find out the credibility of the man when he does these crooked things. It has come before the High Court. The High Court, in his wisdom, has said a probe is called for. And when a probe has to be ordered, why are you worried? If he is innocent, well, the probe will say he's innocent. He appointed a one-member commission to look into it, look into the illegalities, but nothing came out of it.
Okay.
You know what these, Madhav, let me complete.
Yeah.
This one-member commission is all about. Cover-up operation is visible. Traces of cover-up is there.
Okay. Dear Prasad Gowda, there is a visible attempt at cover-up in this particular case, and if there is nothing to be proved, then why are you scared of a probe is the question coming from the BJP spokesperson. Please respond to him.
No, there is no question of scaring here. We are not scared of any probe or anything. When there is no legality, itself is not there. When the governor is, giving it for prosecution, we have, we have gone for the. I moved it to the High Court, and when now he has given, High Court also given the nod. But still, we hope that definitely we will go further, go to Apex Court, and definitely we will get the justice in Apex Court. And one more thing, Mr. Madhav, I wanted to answer BJP spokesperson about Shashikala Jolle. And see here in their case, Karnataka Lokayukta itself asked the permission to prosecute Mr. Kumaraswamy and Nirani, Shashikala Jolle. Many number of times they are asking, but their governor is denying to give the permission to prosecute them. What does it shows? This is the appeasement. Governor is appeasing the BJP people. Governor is appeasing JDS people. Indirectly, central government is interfering in the judiciary. It is interfering and trying to bring down wherever the Congress government is there. They are trying to do that. So now whole Congress is behind CM Siddaramaiah, and the people of Karnataka are all behind Siddaramaiah ji. So we urge not to give take any decision to give the not to give resignation for the CM force. We are urging him not to take any such decisions. Not only people of Karnataka, whole cabinet is with him, whole party is with him. So we are decided to fight against the order. We are moving it to the Apex Court.
Yeah, but the point over here is that the High Court has upheld the action of the governor at the end of the day, and that is the question. But let me bring in TJ Ibrahim, particularly to the point that was made earlier by Syed Asad Abbas. And I saw you smiling, Mr. Ibrahim, because at that point of time, we had Mr. Abbas say that this is an honest Chief Minister who's working for social justice, and the CM himself saying, as far as his press conference is concerned, that these are his political rivals. He's named the BJP who's against social justice as one of the reasons in his defense. Your response, Mr. Ibrahim?
See, my comments are not going to be political in nature. One, the allegation that it's a political conspiracy, it was there when we filed the complaint. Yes, we have no justification. Fine, you make an allegation. Second, when the governor gave the sanction, you made an allegation it's politically biased. Probably, yes, there is a possibility. But now, after the High Court has passed an order of 192 pages, very, very thoroughly spelt out order. It's an excellent order. you still say it is a political conspiracy. Now you're dragging the judiciary also into the political conspiracy against an honest man. An honest man should not have approached the High Court on a show cause notice. An honest man should have said, I accept the fact that there is an inquiry that is required into my conduct, and I'm willing to subject myself to that inquiry, and I'm going to come out clean. When I say this, I am saying it with authority, courage of conviction, because there are a lot of cases filed against me. In none of them have I gone to the High Court under 482, because all those false complaints which are filed against me, I fight it out in the trial court and I prove that I'm right and they are wrong. Why can't the Chief Minister do that if he's an honest man? Honesty will bring out that courage of conviction, which I didn't find. Now, there was another statement made there by one of them. H.D. Kumaraswamy, G.T. Devegowda and all that, they have also got sites. See, there's a difference between irregularity and illegality. The allotment of sites to Devegowda's family or GT, I'm not saying, I'm not absolving them of the irregularity committed in their allotments. Irregularity. In case a site is supposed to be given in A layout, they've been given a site in a B layout, which is much more posh. That is irregularity. But here, there is nothing. I'm not saying this. It is the Chief Minister's wife. In 2014, she made a statement. 2021, she made a statement. The letter that she wrote to Muda, she very specifically says, my property, our property has been occupied by Muda in 2001.
I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back on the other side of this very short break. We're going to slip into a quick break, but I'm going to request Mr. Abraham as well as Mr. Prasad Gowda, Tom Vadakan and Abbas to stay with us. I'm going to come back to you, Abbas, on the other side for your response to what's being stated here by Mr. T.J. Abraham. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're debating the High Court order as far as the Muda case is concerned, and setback it appears for Karnataka Chief Minister at the moment. Let's quickly take this back to our guest, Sidda Abbas. Before we went to the break, you heard Mr. Abraham saying that you're comparing apples and oranges. Don't compare the alleged illegality in the case of the Chief Minister with the irregularity that is being alleged as far as other leaders such as Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy, who you mentioned earlier, are concerned. Please respond to Mr. T.J. Abraham.
Two quick points to the well-articulated Mr. T.J. Abraham, sir. So you also mentioned about, if he is an honest Chief Minister, why does he not resign? Or why does he not go under the aegis of law, let the law and order take place? For instance, let me just quickly bring to your notice, the Bharatiya Janata Party, in the year of 2011, the first allegations on Yediyurappa came in. After 9 months, it took him to resign, sir, or go through the advent of law. Not just that, he had to resign due to his party's pressure, and also more than 1,000 reports.
He's saying he didn't ask for resignation. He's saying, why doesn't he face the court case?
Yes.
Is that what you said,
absolutely.
Mr. Abraham? Did you demand his resignation?
Yes.
No, let Mr. Abraham clarify. 1 second, Mr. Abraham.
No, allow me to complete. Just 30 seconds.
I have never whispered the term resignation, because that's not my job. My job is to fight corruption, and I'm fighting. Moral responsibility of a person like Siddaramaiah. I can quote you an example. There was one Tulsi Dasappa, one MP from Mysuru district, the same district where Mr. Siddaramaiah comes from. When he saw a small allegation in Prajavani, a paper in Karnataka, a small one column, 6 centimeters allegation against him, he resigned in Mysore and he came to Bangalore.
So there is of course the moral aspect of this in terms of principles in public life and probity in public life that is being spoken about over here by various political parties as well. Of course, BJP has been very quick to demand the resignation of Siddaramaiah. Siddaramaiah for the moment appears to be staying put, saying that he has the confidence of his party's high command as well as his ministers there in Karnataka. Are we looking at further twists and turns as far as Karnataka politics is concerned? For the moment, that's a big question indeed. Tom Vadakan, T.J. Abraham, T.R. Prasad Gowda, Sidda Abbas, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening.